We're on episode 17. Welcome to the show.
Welcome
to the Timbo Sugar Show.
Is it just me or is it bright in here?
It's bright, dude.
Gotta have my shades.
The future's fucking bright.
That's
so you
true.
gotta wear your shades.
That's true.
The weekend was good. How was your weekend?
It was good. Came over here, watched the fights. Wait. Oh yeah. We came over here, watched the fight. Sunday, Danny had off, and we gotta just pretty much chillax. It was super nice.
What'd you guys do all day?
She got up, went to CrossFit, came home, took a nap, watched Making a Murder.
Did you guys finish it?
We have one episode left. We're gonna finish it when we get home. I need to.
Oh,
Danny didn't stay at my house last night, so I wanted to watch it so bad, but I couldn't.
We tried to commentate the whole UFC 230, but fucking about 2 hours in, we're all way too high, just quiet. So we decided maybe we're gonna add a third or a fourth. That'll be perfect time to maybe do a buzzed up edition. I think the best thing about our show then was Danny and Mariah, the hot chicks in the video, because other than that, I was fucked up.
Yeah, we didn't say.
UFC 230 though was pretty sweet.
It was sweet. Jacare versus Weidman was sweet.
Jared Cannonier's fight.
What a bad dude. DC versus Derek Lewis. I just seen that fight going like that.
Yeah.
So I just didn't really. That fight sucked.
It did. Man, Chris Weidman, Jacare, that was a fucking war, and that was sad seeing him get knocked out like that. And as soon as he got knocked out, his eyes went crossed, but Jacare was right in the way of the ref, and the ref didn't see his eyes back in his head, so he stepped around and he said, all right, give me a few more, but thank God Jacare is like cool and didn't want to pound on his ass more.
You know what Chris Weidman is the last 5 fights?
What?
1-4.
No way.
TKO, KO, win, KO.
God, see, that's sad seeing with someone like that.
And he knocked out Anderson Silva, beat him twice, the highest of highs. Like, holy shit, I knocked out Anderson Silva. I'm 1-4, got knocked out my last,
Dude,
4 to 5 fights. It's crazy. Fighting's
it is crazy
fucked up.
because you go through that and you always just think, what's next? That's why I think it's so important when you're having those wins and do all that, just to really fucking enjoy it and be thankful for it. Because there's super highs and then there's super lows and super highs and lows. It is fucked up. David Branch was number 7. Jared Cannonier's on 2-fight losing streak. Going in there, I'm sure David Branch
Middleweight debut.
And look how good he looked. That's his weight class.
He was talking about going to 70 or something?
I don't think so. I think that's his perfect weight class. Looks fit, athletic. But it was nice. You could tell he went in there with literally no emotions. He didn't have any emotions. He was fucking ice cold, dude. Mentality.
That was so sweet.
It's really sweet because on paper, David Branch is going to kill Jared. Black belt in jiu-jitsu, way bigger than Jared, all this stuff. But fighting, like he said, if you just stay in the moment and go out there and compete. I don't know. That was really sweet.
That was.
Israel Adesanya.
Dude, he's got to have one of the best striking in the UFC.
That kid's a stud, dude.
Dude, he's so sick to watch.
And now he's getting so comfortable in there. I definitely think we should have him on the podcast.
He'd come on.
Because as soon as we get the Skype going, we have tons of big name friends that will come on. So we're going to be working on that, getting the Skype stuff going and interviewing more people.
Dude, hell yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah, yesterday I'm all getting pumped up for training. Sean calls me, he said, "You want to make $1,000?" I was like, "Fuck yeah." He's like, "We're going to Iran in a week." I was like, "Oh," and he's like, "Oh shit, I'll call you back." Call me back. He's like, "Actually, I'm gonna take my dad." And I was like, "Fuck." But then I thought about it. I'm like, "Nah, you're spending all this time with your mom. It'd be good for you and your dad to do a trip."
Well,
like
usually when we go on a trip, you don't like to fly very far. Am I right or am I wrong?
It's way different if it's for cash.
But the cash was not an option after. Well, I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, my manager gets 20%, taxes, paying you. It's like, okay, yeah. I'm not making shit off this trip.
Yeah.
So I was like, I could just take my dad, then I just have to pay my manager in taxes, and then spend that on my dad and have a good time with my dad. And then they called and they're like, oh wait, they're not gonna pay you anything. So now they're saying,
which is weird.
But It is super weird, but supposedly right now, the offer is: do you want to go to Bahrain to go to the Brave fights, the king of wherever
Iran.
I don't know. I guess my dad looked him up. My manager sent my dad the information who it is. I guess he's the king, worth $15 billion, and he's flown 3 fighters out before. And I don't know which 3 fighters, but I guess they get spoiled out there. They just get treated like royalty.
Oh, I'm sure you guys will, dude. That's what I was thinking. I was like, dude, him and his dad will have a fucking awesome.
And my dad is so jacked.
Dude, your dad getting out of the country and like you're spending all this time with your mom, getting that time with your dad will be worth more than the money.
Yeah, definitely. So I think we're still gonna try to go. It's a 20-hour flight. So I said if we fly first class, I'm down, whether we get paid or not.
It's a 20-hour flight.
That's what I don't know if it's 20 hours or it counts the layovers. Like maybe we have to fly to Dallas for 3 hours. I don't know. I think.
Damn.
That's what I read, but I don't read very. I just looked.
That's gonna be sweet. Hours. That's why I think you should.
But who knows how many? Okay, we could be there for like 12 hours and then fly back. Like, so that wouldn't be that cool.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're gonna be there for like 3 days, get to check out some stuff. I don't know. My hip. I can't walk too much.
Yeah.
I saw the doctor yesterday. He said my hip looks awesome. Took my stitches out. I said, yeah, I feel good. I can kind of walk around. He's like, okay, well, you'll probably be able to run in about 3 months. I was like, what?
And that's for the average person.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what about superhuman? Because, dude, I've been sleeping. I my Aura or my app on my phone. I've been sleeping 8+ hours every night. Like some had 10 hours. There was 9 hours, and like I've been sleeping so good. And I think I haven't been doing caffeine the last I would say probably 7 to 10 days. I don't remember when I started because I kind of just decided like I'm just not gonna do caffeine. And I think that's why I've been sleeping so good too. I just been.
You've been waking up. Like, what's your first thoughts when you wake up?
They've been super positive. I've been like, damn. I've been in a really, really good routine of reading the Daily Stoics book.
Mm-hmm.
I read it out loud to Danny every morning, and then I put a journal in my bathroom, so every morning I go sit in there and write. I've been doing that the last 5 days.
How's it been?
And the Sam Harris meditation, I did that the last 3 days.
The app?
Holy shit!
You did the app?
Yeah.
Fuck, the app's sweet.
It's way sweeter than Headspace, I think, right now. I don't know if it's because I did Headspace for so long.
Yeah.
It's just something new. But I like his because they're a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like he talks quite as much. And if he does talk, I feel like it's good. Like, I don't know. It's just, I think I fit well with him. But his app, it's free. It's called Waking Up.
Yeah, Waking Up is the app by Sam Harris. He's a neuroscientist. Super fucking smart. And he's like into psychedelics. A guy that smart that's into psychedelics and talks about it and all that stuff is sweet. And he came out with his own app. There's a bunch of different lessons on there, and you get 5 meditations free, and then you get to subscribe. But I'm definitely going to subscribe.
Oh, I didn't know that. But that's sweet. It's worth it. It will be worth it. I listened to him and his brother Dan Harris on Joe
I don't
Rogan
think that's his brother. I don't think that's his brother. That's what I thought.
Oh, Sam and Dan. Oh, shit.
That's what I thought, too. I thought that when I was like, no.
Damn, that's sweet. Oh, well, I listened to that again we'll just like the clip of Joe Rogan, Dan, Sam Harris, talk about meditation.
What'd your doctor say about physical therapy?
He said I only need to go twice a week. He's like, well, somebody that's just going kind of slow, I would recommend once a week. For you can go twice a week. I'm like, bitch, I could run a mountain right now. I'm ready to fucking go.
Except your dog bit you.
My dog, Kush, he's a little... Dude,
what were they fighting about?
A ball. They've been getting in scraps lately, and it's starting to piss me off to where I'm like, okay, we can't even have play with any toys. So there's a cute little dog, and then they just fucking scrap.
Do they know who's tougher between the two?
I know. I literally pulled Petrie. Okay, you have to grab Kush, because if you grab Petrie, Kush, like I had Pete up in the air, walking away, and Kush is just blacked out and jumped at me and bit my leg.
Jumped at you and bit your leg?
He jumped at me. Dude, he's hung on to my clothes before, and like he's scary when he gets in a fight. And it scares me when my mom's there because you have to pull one off.
So maybe if someone did jump that fence in the backyard, he'd go ham.
He probably wouldn't. He's so stupid.
He knows he can fuck you up though.
God, dude. And I like smacked him a little bit because I'm like, you have to teach him. I smacked my mom. I was like, please don't hit him. I'm like, Mom, I have to punish him a little bit. Just his butt a little bit. I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything.
I
I
know.
ordered him a kennel last night. I was so mad. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get you a kennel, bitch.
And you ordered one
Oh yeah.
for timeout.
Oh, I'm gonna put him in there and go, fuck you. No, but I need to.
It's
God,
hard punishing animals.
He's so cute, and then like all night I was like I'm like, fuck you, Kush. He's trying to cuddle with me. Like, no. So me and Pete are boys now.
He drew blood.
Well, dude, at first, because I had to like react fast. I was in my
Yeah.
and I thought it's right here, and my incisions are right here. I thought it was that because it just was just all numb. I'm like, oh god, he literally bit through my leg, is what I was thinking.
It's funny how like because I have 2 girl dogs, you have 2 boy dogs. Our girl dogs would never ever fight. Maybe one nip, just like get away for a second, but they'll never fight.
But they attack your guests.
Beto's a fucking freak, dude. She'll unleash.
It is.
But
weird,
if
the
people
different
could see how
personalities.
sweet that girl is, oof,
Dude.
she'll melt you. Let's do some MMA news. Floyd Mayweather versus Tenshin Nasukawa.
Oh god.
It's got to be a fixed thing. Yeah, where did that come from? I looked that kid up on Insta. He's got like 188,000 followers. It's going to be mixed rules. It's got to be a fixed thing. Like, what's Floyd think he's going to do? If it's anything different than boxing, Floyd is fucked.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Maybe the first round boxing with 4-ounce gloves. Second round
Kickboxing.
maybe
like 2 minutes.
takedowns, but if you could only stay on the ground for 10 seconds, who knows? I don't fucking know.
I'll watch regardless of the rules.
Oh, 100% I'll watch, but that is nuts.
I wonder if that little fucker's getting paid because he's 20 years old. It's not like he's some experienced. I mean, he is in a way, but he's 20.
He's 20 years old.
I'm almost positive.
Damn. So this says top 25 all-time fighters, part 2. They have number 15, Dan Hendo. You don't really know much about Dan Henderson that much, did you?
No.
I think he's got to be the toughest guy in the UFC ever.
Really?
Tough-wise.
Damn.
Ever. Matt Hughes. Can you see, Matt Hughes was before your time, too. Matt Hughes, like, when I was coming up, was the man. The man, like John Jones is now. Like,
That's
never
so
been beat,
scary.
like,
He's
the
the
fucking
one that
dude.
is always at the fights, like, on the rec, right?
Yeah.
God, that's so... I've seen him, like, 4 times at the fights, and it's so sad.
Man, it's crazy.
That's nuts.
Stipe at number 13, Stipe Miocic. Stipe's got to be
higher up
higher
there.
than that. Chuck
Is
Liddell.
that Sure Dog or something?
This is on MMA Fighting.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know where that Floyd Mayweather thing came.
That was out
either.
of left field and a half.
Who's Israel gonna get next?
Well, I was thinking about him versus Jacare. Jacare could eat him alive. Jacare's striking good.
It is.
I was like, what the fuck? He is a good striker.
He didn't fucking shoot once, dude. He was boxing him up.
That would be a good fight. Yeah, but who, like you said, who did he have
Are
next?
they
Did you
gonna-
see Robbie Lawler versus Ben Askren in talks?
Ooh.
The only person he doesn't call out.
Really?
He didn't.
He didn't call him
Robbie.
out?
I didn't see. He still hasn't called me out.
Damn.
Jokes. Yeah, I don't know. That would be a UFC 233. What if Robbie goes and knocks him out?
That would not surprise me.
Me neither. Robbie's a but the USADA, the whole USADA, has Robbie looked the same? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
My USADA case is stressful as fuck because now I have these 2 lawyers. They were like, okay, I have a video because Jess was following me around the whole like fight camp, taking videos. So I have a video of me drinking a shake. We think it might be this collagen powder. The lawyers said like literally they had this same problem with another client who was in the Olympics, and they took a daily multivitamin. That was it. A daily multivitamin. They didn't even test it at first because they're like, there's no way this is it. And then they tested it and it was that. So they're like, it literally could be anything. Everything is contaminated. So right now they're like, okay, well, do you have the receipts of your supplements? And I'm like, I don't have I bought this 4 months ago. I don't have the receipt. And they're like, so it's frustrating. Like, but I'm like, I have video evidence of me putting it in a shake, drinking it on that day. Like, how is that not good?
Well,
enough
and the
evidence?
thing is, can't you look on your bank statements?
But if you see your bank, it doesn't tell you what you bought. It just says you went to Sprouts, spent $60.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's like, I don't know what day. I don't know. So, but it could be anything, but it's just fucking stressful. So I'm just like, but I'm hoping it's something that I have a video of. So we're thinking maybe this collagen powder. What else was it? This moringa powder. I don't think it's the moringa powder. I don't think it's the maca powder. But they're like, we gotta test it all. We got to. We need to figure out which it is and which
And you
we
have
do.
to pay for it all.
As far as I know, yeah. $1,000 a test, and they're like, okay, well, there's 11, and then I found because Jess gave me the hard drive of my fight camp kind of deal, and I was watching all the videos, and I seen it. I'm like, oh shit, I took those too because I put it in my shake, so I had to add those, so that's 13. So that's $13K if we test them all. If we test this and we don't find it, if we test this, that's if none of those are it. We have to test all of them.
God, wonder if old Uncle Dana will help.
Big Dana.
Seriously, dude. Well,
it's and then I watched Stephen Avery, and then I'm like, I could literally be in prison for the rest of my life, so it could be worse.
Dude, Mariah and I had a long talk about that last night. Like, both of us kind of getting a little not snippy, but just we can tell both of us stressing about money a little bit. I'm like, there's people that would like kill to be in our position. Be in our position. We literally can focus on the shit we don't have, or we can focus on all the shit we do have. Like, we have a fuckload of stuff, and we're in such a good spot. Like, we can focus on that, or we can focus on, like, it's getting a little stressful with money.
Could spend $13,000 on supplements.
I know. It's like
that Luis House or whatever I just seen on his Instagram that he's like, the more you focus on joy and love and happiness and like all those things, the more you have of it. So it's pointless to focus on the other shit. It's just hard because we're like almost our brains just do that.
Yeah.
They cling on to the negative.
I was thinking about last night, like Eckert's always talking about living in the moment. You got to be in the moment. I want to ask Eckert, so how are you supposed to like set goals if you're always living in the moment? I wonder what he would say.
Probably set a time to think about that stuff in the day, maybe like a thinking time, like.
Oh, okay. So you have thinking time, and then you have your in the moment time.
He thinks when he wants to think, but for the most part, he's living in the moment unless he has to think, then he'll do things. And he has to. He said to focus on a goal, but don't rush to it. Just know that you know where you want to be, but you don't know how to get there yet.
Eckert would be crazy to interview.
Eckert thinks when he wants to think, and then he's just being at the other times. That's pretty cool. But one thing I want to talk about is Tinder and Bumble. How crazy of a thing that is. Because it's super new. And just online dating.
Super new?
Yeah. Well, think in the last 10 years, 5
I feel like
years.
Tinder and Bumble are kind of just not that.
Declining just because we're
Maybe
not all
'cause we're
about
not
it.
on it, yeah.
We have girls. Like, if you're a girl with no boyfriend or a guy with no girlfriend, like, you're on it. And imagine being a girl. I can't even imagine being a girl and all the weirdos on there.
Oh yeah.
And how long has that shit been around? Tinder and Bumble.
I
I don't know. It's a crazy thing.
The girl at the yogurt place wanted me.
She did.
She did.
She
And
thought
then
you were weird looking.
No, what? No, she's like, I like that.
Well,
I like all
exotic looking.
that. And I'm like, yeah.
And I was like, what about me?
And she's like,
She's like, ew, you look like Chucky.
yeah. And I was like, good one, girl. I gave her nuts.
I was like,
but
whatever.
anyway, then Danny came walking by, and she realized it was Danny. She kind of turned red, like, oh. But I was thinking, next Saturday, Danny, you're gonna go there again and ask for her number.
That'd be sweet.
Because you never know. She could be totally okay. There's either she's never experienced that and she wants to, or she just doesn't want to at all. Like there's no loss in it. Asking for a number.
No.
Like, hey, you want to hang out? That'd be fun.
Yeah, 100%. It does throw people off.
That's what I was saying.
It's so normal to all of us because we've been talking about it and we're super open-minded. We've done mushrooms. We know what really matters in life. Super. But to other people, all they know is movies and the radio and
like
all this shit.
Going up to her with me and Danny, be like, hey, can we get your number? She'd be like,
is that your sister?
is that your sister? No. We're gonna go there on Saturday.
So does Mark Zuckerberg's the owner of Facebook, right? I'm pretty sure.
He was. I don't know if I think he is.
And I think he's the owner of Instagram also. Facebook
bought Instagram, yeah.
Holy shit. We were watching a little like kind of documentary on YouTube last night. Mark Zuckerberg was in Harvard, literally made up this website, started sharing it at Harvard. Facebook got like 100,000 subscribers. They were celebrating in some shitty little office, and it just blew up to what it is now.
And now your mom and dad are on there posting politics.
They had 1 billion users 1 month.
1 billion?
In a month. They were celebrating that. I'm sure it's more now.
Holy shizzle my nizzle. That's
But
crazy.
you wonder if Instagram's gonna slowly fizzle out like Facebook's doing.
Something else will pop up. And be
Like a
new.
virtual Instagram
Yeah.
or some
That's
shit.
wild.
Man, that would be a lot of stress having Facebook and Instagram though.
Owning it?
I guess there's people that are constantly all day monitoring posts because
yeah.
there's fucked up shit that gets posted all the time.
Jess, look up how many. I don't know if you could even. I don't know if it has a number. How many people work for Facebook? How many employees work for Facebook? I bet it's a ridiculous number.
Oh, it's got to be a ton.
Or there's like 4.
No, it's not.
As of December 2017, it was 25,000.
25,000. I mean, I guess
25,000
that's a lot.
employees.
I
That's a
wonder
lot.
So you got to think they're just all on the computer. 25,000 people. That's crazy.
Yeah, because they were talking about in politics how much Facebook and all the algorithms sway all the voting.
Oh yeah.
All the shit that pops up. It's weird because they were saying like Facebook, no, they're trading information from people to everyone, to all these companies selling stuff, where you went and got groceries, what you got for groceries, everything about you. And because you notice now you go into a store and then you'll open up Facebook and something from that store will pop up, or something that you've been thinking about will pop up.
Yeah.
It's super
weird.
fucking freaky.
Well, and then I got the Alexa.
Yeah.
Turn on. My mom's freaked out about Alexa. I'm like, if someone's listening to me, they're probably at home giggling or fucking I don't know what.
I'm not worried about people listening to me.
I'm
They're
like,
sweet.
What
What are they
want
gonna
to
do?
know? I play Fortnite 8 hours a day. Cool.
Yeah. When Facebook started though, I'm wondering how they even made money, because they didn't start ads till recently. So when there was 100,000 users on Facebook,
They probably knew that means now they can go to a company and say, hey, we have this many users, or you can have an ad for $100,000 for 6 weeks or whatever it was. That's just like any company. You don't start making money until you start.
yeah,
making
because now
money.
Instagram, every couple posts you swipe, there's an ad. It seems like every like you swipe down 2-3 posts and there's an ad.
Yeah,
Swipe down 2-3 posts, there's another ad.
Yeah, we have that coffee. My decaf coffee, dude. Have you ever? I asked the guy, I'm like, "Do you guys have any decaf here?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's actually really good. Take a little."
I've
sip of that."
tried the decaf.
Oh, you have?
I got it last time.
So you don't need to try. You didn't need to try that if you already had it.
That one's good. What did
I
you
know,
get?
just the sugar-free vanilla latte.
That's good. What do you say we do some fan questions?
I'm down.
And remember, I can't get to all the fan questions. I'm gonna put that story up every Tuesday because we're planning on doing the podcast every Tuesday at 1. So I'm gonna put a post up probably at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. But I get so many that I have to take it down, and we can't get to all of them.
True.
But the good questions I can get to, and for all the new listeners, a lot of the questions are the same. So on the past episodes, I've answered a lot of the questions about food, what we eat every day, going through all that stuff, because a lot of the questions are about food. Okay. Episode 17 questions. At Evan Duhig, who is your idol growing up?
Dude, Little Don. That's my dude on Twitch. Duhig. I think because his name, Duhig's his epic name. What did he say? What was the question?
Who is your idol growing up?
I remember getting asked that, and I never knew, like...
Idol.
I always would try to think of, like, a celebrity. I'm like, oh, I never could think of one.
Me neither. Like maybe in high school, Chuck Liddell, but I was raised, remember, super fucking religious, so it's like the only idol's got to be God.
Jehovah.
Yeah, it's like fuck.
I didn't really have one.
So I didn't really. Chuck Liddell in high school I thought was cool. At Raul Penn Davies, which is more important for a fight, BJJ or striking? Greetings from Peru. Depends who you're fighting. Are you fighting someone in the street that knows nothing? Because if that's the case, it's Jujitsu. Are you fighting someone who knows something, like knows how to fight? You need both.
Yeah. Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu's... It's the most I'd say jujitsu, yeah, bro.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu, especially if you're fighting someone who doesn't know what they're doing. And I've had a friend in college, a smaller friend, some big football player was bullying him at a party. He went outside. The football player was like a fucking lineman, way bigger than him. Went outside. My small friend stroked him. Boom, knocked him out. The guy hit the back of his head, killed himself. And he went to prison. He's out now, but that's the thing. You can't just be blasting people in a fight.
I don't know. I always
It
think
could
about
ruin
that,
your
too.
life. Like, you can't be hitting people on concrete. Maybe if it's on grass, you can hit them. But if you know jiu-jitsu, it's easy to take them down and submit them.
Well, if you know jujitsu, it's not easy to take them down. If you know how to
Yeah.
wrestle, or a little teep kick to the sternum. If that doesn't sit someone down,
Yeah. Yeah.
that would hurt.
At Rami Matt, who is the GOAT of the UFC?
So the greatest of all time. I've only been watching UFC for like 4 or 5 years, so
Well, you know who it's John Jones, GSP, Daniel
I
Cormier.
never ever watched GSP.
He beat everyone. He came back and beat Bisping for the middleweight
I remember
title.
he fought. Didn't he fought Johnny Hendricks, and was that the close fight?
Mhm.
I thought Johnny Hendricks won. I would like to watch that fight again. Actually, we should watch that one of these days.
Yeah, it'd be good. If I had to
But probably
pick,
John Jones. Like,
you'd have
in
to
my
pick John
opinion.
Jones. You'll have to pick John Jones right now.
I think honestly too, TJ Dillashaw, because the only fight he lost really was that Dominic Cruz fight, but that's
could win
very
either way.
questionable. Think about Jess. You should pull up TJ Dillashaw's Sherdog. I'm curious to see what his last like 10 fights are. Fucker's good.
He is.
Sherdog?
I think MMA wise, he's like
Yeah.
the best fighter all around. He's got to be athlete wise. Like,
Yeah, I wonder if yeah, just look at record. When was that last red one right there that lost down there a little bit? Scroll down. That lost. Oh, that's the Dominic Cruz. Keep scrolling. See if who's that one? Rafael Dos Sensao. So I wonder, and that's back in 2013.
and it was a decision. I'm pretty sure.
So who know? Like he beat Hendenbrow.
Yeah, he's up there
twice.
for sure.
Dominic, I think he's up there.
At Jordan Ramirez 1. Hey guys, I blew up my knee and can't afford surgery. Kind of going through depression because of it. Any tips? I was talking about this the other day too. Because I had to go through back-to-back surgeries, 3 in a row. I very easily could have got hooked on pain pills. Like, that's happened to a lot of fighters. They get hooked on pain pills and just like start melting. I could have ate like shit. Could have been depressed. I could have felt sorry for myself. But no, it's like I'm going to find a different area to grow in. Right now, I can't do what I want athletically, so I'm going to find a different area to grow in. So, like, my advice would be find something else you can grow in when you're injured. And try not to feel sorry for yourself because, yeah, it sucks, but you can focus on that sucking or you can focus on all the good in your life.
Or you could be Stephen Avery, be locked in prison for something you didn't do. I don't know if he did or didn't do it, but you could be locked in prison. Like, literally like you said the other day, though. It doesn't sound that bad. Every time they call him, he's like, oh, I just got off work. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's just having a hell of a time in there.
The
or
boys
what?
saw me on TV again.
Yeah. I don't know. It could always be worse. When I went to the doctor the other day, I was kind of feeling depressed a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck? That sucks. Because I've been wanting to go on a run for a long time. Like, I want to run, train. I want to get back into fight camp, fight. But it's just like, those are literally pointless thoughts. Like,
They
I
are.
need to think about other stuff. Like,
And I beat myself up too. I'm like, I should be in the UFC. I've had so many like opportunities that just have barely slipped by for me being in the UFC. And I could focus on that, feel sorry for myself, be jealous of other people. Or I could not. Be like, I'm in a good fucking spot. I'm lucky to be around so many positive people. There's a lot of shit I'm lucky for. I don't know. Find something else to grow in. Look up stoicism. Really look it up and like read it and take it in. That's my tips.
it's good tips.
And try to eat healthy too. Just like Sean's doing. Try to eat healthy. Don't eat like shit and add inflammation and make everything else work.
Sleep good, too. I swear that's why my hips feel healing so fast, dude. I've been sleeping so good.
100%. At Jack Maslick. Examples of breakfast, lunch, dinner for a kid on a budget.
Top ramen, and waffles.
It's not that expensive if you go to Trader Joe's or Sprouts to get Ezekiel bread and eggs. There's your breakfast every single day. That's what I do.
And if you don't want that for breakfast, you could literally have that for lunch or dinner.
Yep. For the longest time, I'd have either oatmeal for breakfast, eggs for lunch, or eggs for breakfast, oatmeal for lunch. Go to Trader Joe's, buy a bag of chicken, make it with some vegetables. Pretty simple. At Harry Robinson, 99. I'm 280 pounds, not muscle. I want to try jujitsu. Is that possible?
Absolutely. Big dog. He'll be a big fucker rolling around. But
Fuck yeah, it is. 100% it's possible. You're going to lose weight in there. And if you have a good instructor, they're not going to go in there and kill you and make you roll and tire you out. Any good instructor is going to go in there and work with you.
Definitely you're going to get tired, though. It's not like you're not going to.
Yeah.
Which is the goal.
Yeah, you don't have to go in there and like kill yourself every time. You can go in there and go at your pace. But moving around, that's for sure going to help. So definitely do it. At Leo Gav. Have you guys done DMT yet?
I have not.
I haven't either. I want to, though.
Yeah, I would like to, too. I don't know.
I don't know where you find it. I don't know what.
I would like to go to Peru and do a whole ayahuasca like ceremony if I do it.
We have to make that like on our bucket list.
For sure. It is. I really want to
like
go
high up on it.
I think like the perfect time to go would after be losing a big fight.
Yeah.
You're going to be fucked up mentally. Be like, oh my God, like you're going to be I don't know how you're going to be thinking, but I think going there and you'll already, I don't know, be able to dig deep and figure out a lot of shit.
Man, and that's the thing. As long as you don't attach yourself to anything, like you don't let fighting define yourself, or anything you do, you don't let that define you, you're usually okay.
Right.
But as soon as you start letting something define you and it's not going your way, or something's happened, there's just all these thoughts going on in your head that you can't control, and all this extra shit going on in your head. At Drew Ganga. Who is the one person in the world you would like to smoke weed with? Probably your mom.
Holy shit, that would be nuts.
Or your dad.
She walked outside.
My
and was
mom,
smoking
too.
a joint. And I thought it was Danny walking out. So I was like smoking a joint. She walked out and I with my eyes like this.
Mama?
And it was just like so. Because my mom is not for marijuana. Totally against it. Like I feel like she might not be as much anymore now that she's lived with me for like another month. I don't think it's like, how could you literally hate where I get high every night and I talk and I love my dogs and I'm just being normal.
Yeah.
Like, how could you be against that? I don't know. I don't see anything negative. She sees how I live. Like, but anyway, she walked out and it was just funny. It was like, it was normal because I was like, it was awkward, but she walked outside and then just like talked for a second, then turned right back in. But that was funny. But
imagine just you're smoking, just you take a rip with your mom and you sit there and you guys are maybe have some snacks, some music playing.
Oh God, she would be giggling,
snacking. You guys would be having the funniest conversations.
Dude, we'd be making fun of Daniel and Michael and Shayla and my dad. We'd be giggling at everything. It'd be such a good time. I wish you would. I'm like, Mom, try this. No, it'd be fun.
Or your dad. Even my mom too. I would like to smoke some weed.
Margaret, she's hot.
It's fucked up, boss. Where do you think I get it from?
Your dad.
You think he's hot?
Yeah, Bugsy's a hot motherfucker. At
Harry J. Coxon. What music do you and Sean listen to?
Every morning, Alexa, shuffle Jack Johnson. Tim got me on that. I listen to Jack Johnson every morning. Banana Pancakes, Better With You, my songs. Other than that, I like listening to Russ a lot. I've been listening to Russ like the last probably like 9 months straight. So
yeah, I like Jack Johnson.
People hate Russ. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I do. I see it all the
time.
I
don't get it.
Weird.
It's so weird. It literally started as like I feel like a small group of people fuck Russ, and then all the like teenagers are like, yeah, fuck Russ. And they have no idea why. Because like Purple drank my buddy. I asked him like, why do you guys hate Russ? Dude, just fuck Russ. I'm like, why? I just don't fuck with him. I'm like, what do you mean? His music's sick. He writes all his own shit. He makes all his own beats. He does all his own stuff. And you have no reason to not like him. But they're like, nah, I just don't. It's like, do you even think for yourself? Like, you don't. You don't. That's funny. I don't know why people don't like him. I've watched a couple interviews on YouTube like why people don't like Russ, and I guess he sounds super arrogant, super cocky, and he is in a way, but I don't know if that's enough to not like his music. Like I think his music's sick.
Why do people love Conor McGregor?
Yeah, no shit. I think it's just I don't know. Let's see what other questions we got here. Tim's shitty ass honey. My Twitch fans, oh my dudes. Oh, who you got?
Dude, you probably can't read that.
Who you got, Holloway? Or there's no way you could read mine. I'm writing in my journal, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna be able to.
I
read
gotta do my
this
music.
tomorrow.
I gotta do my music question.
Oh,
Music question.
oh yeah.
I don't know. I like Jack Johnson in the mornings, on the weekends, but I'm literally all over the board. Some days I'm feeling a little emo, play some Blink-182, some Simple Plan. Sometimes I like fucking Metallica. Sometimes I like 90s country. I'm all over the place. So I'm pretty open for music.
Yeah, honestly, Sam, I could listen to pretty much anything. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it depends on my mood. Especially when you take a couple rips, I can find the good in any music.
True. I like cruising my slingshot listening to music. I don't even care what's playing. I'm just like, my hair's blowing in the wind.
I bet
Chicks
that is
checking me
nice.
out. Birds landing on my shoulder.
Glad I don't have the slingshot. My hair blowing in the wind, my billboard forehead.
You could put an advertisement on that, dude.
My white skin blinding people.
Ah.
How long have you trained BJJ? I started jiu-jitsu learning jiu-jitsu when I was 18.
Damn.
So fucking almost 10 years of doing jiu-jitsu.
I
When
mean,
did
I
you
remember
start
going to like
jiu-jitsu?
jiu-jitsu with Jim Collins when I was 17, but I don't really. I'd say about 17, 18 because I was working with Jim. That was kind of like my first instructor.
Yeah.
But then I kind of started picking it up when I moved to the lab when I was 19. So I definitely remember started kind of learning it at 17. I'm 24 now, so
Nice.
7 years. Whoa.
IKB_19. Weight cutting thoughts and opinions. Does it give you an advantage?
I like the idea of fighting at what you kind of weigh. I like that idea.
Yeah, I think depending on your fighting style, it gives you advantage. If you're a wrestler grabbing people, you're used to cutting weight and you're bigger, and you roll into a fight, you're putting that weight on people. Yeah, I do. If you're a striker, staying small and quick and fast, not dehydrating yourself. So it's different for different people. I think different for different styles, for sure. At Riley_M_Sullivan. Any suggestions for hip and knee soreness post BJJ? Dude, you're always going to have something injured. Literally, there's not 1 week where I'm not fucking icing something, having Mariah massage something, or I'm beat up somewhere. Same for you.
Yeah.
Always bitching about something, so always beat up. But it helps if you're hydrated, you ice, you're eating better. But like I said, you got to work around it too. Go in there, tell your instructor you're hurt, say, I just can drill. Go in there and watch. Like, those things are going to help. But if every little tiny injury you get, you're out, then it's going to be a long road.
True. I agree.
At Quinn_Bohani. When's Joe coming on Timbo and Sugar Show? Hashtag Twitch fam. Hashtag Rolla86.
What was his name?
Quinn_Bohan.
Huh. Rogan.
Rolla86.
Rolla 86. I feel like Rolla's definitely been in the chat. Is he in there right now? Rolla 86. That's funny.
I don't know. It'd be
Rolla.
sweet. Maybe if one time Joe was in Phoenix.
Sorry, Twitch fam.
we gotta
Danny just knocked
We
you
gotta
over.
fix that camera a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think Joe. I don't know. He might. I feel like he's so busy.
Yeah.
His days are planned out ahead, and he's just.
Far ahead.
Yeah,
But we
I don't
might
know.
go on him again.
Yeah, we definitely could go on him again. Win another couple big fights and.
Fuck yeah. At Charlie Howard 7.
What was the question?
What one specific thing would you change the ordinary person to improve their overall health?
Oh. Mindset. Towards
Yeah.
everything. But you get your mindset from on like what you eat, how good you sleep, hydration, all that stuff
Yeah.
affects your mindset.
Yeah, number one, I'd say sleep. And if your sleep's not fucked up, then it's going to come down at what you're eating. If you're
Yeah.
hydrated, a bunch of other shit. So I would say number one thing, sleep, though. underscore Dawes Horn. What position did Suga play in basketball? And did you play any team sports coming up?
Dude, I miss basketball. Basketball was so fun. I played basketball since I was little. I think like 4th grade I started playing basketball. We'd play like competitive traveling basketball around Montana. But I played either wing or point. I love basketball. Once I'm all healed up, I would love to get back in there and play some basketball or soccer.
Well,
like
Georgie's going to cross you up, remember?
Dude, Georgie, I can't wait to slap Georgie. That ball across his face. He thinks he can.
Georgie's one of my
with me.
Jujitsu students. He's a teenager, and he bet me. He said 100% Floyd versus Habib after Floyd's done with this fight, and if not, you're shaving my brows. He's like, I'll shave them myself.
Georgie's a little pimp. That's fucking.
I didn't play any sports until freshman year. Like, my parents got divorced. My mom moved to Canada. As a Jehovah's Witness, you're not supposed to play any sports because you'll be surrounded by worldly people. So the only friends I got to hang out with was kids from the church. So I was always jealous, though. People playing football, playing basketball, all those traveling teams. I didn't get to play any fucking sports. But that's probably why I'm not maybe at all burnt out of it, and I'm super obsessed with working out. I don't know. But, yeah, I didn't get to play shit.
That's crazy. I literally didn't not play a sport 1 week.
That's crazy. At Richard Baker 1010. Yo, first-hand account on Jared Kinnear transformation from prospect to beast.
First what?
First-hand account.
What the fuck's that mean?
Probably just talk about it.
First
But
account?
Jared has 3 kids.
Yeah.
3 kids, has a wife, had a full-time job in Alaska, moved his whole family down to the lab, was a heavyweight. A lot of people do that. A lot of people come to the lab, change their whole life around, and I don't know. He just stayed consistent and stuck with the program and believed in it, and now look at him.
Damn,
He's a fucking animal.
Heavyweight to light heavyweight to middleweight.
Yeah. He's just, his mindset's so good in fighting, you can see it. He doesn't let emotions or anything affect him. He's just fucking ice cold. Because it's not like Jared's like the best in the room. He's not fucking everyone up in the room.
Yeah.
He goes out there and competes, though. It's sweet. At Jordan_Satterley. When you guys going to Paul Checks, we'll be looking forward to that.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I was having this conversation with my mom last night. And I didn't have enough information to back it up. And we were talking about clean water, the alkaline water. Mm-hmm. She thinks it's a scam. It's a complete joke. And I looked something up. Boom, Paul Check water, blah, blah, blah. Find this video he had done, like, talking about water, how it pulls the minerals from your bones and all this. And I was explaining this to my mom. She's like, yeah, well, listen here. And starts reading this article. About your stomach is already acidic, so it doesn't matter what kind of water you drink. And I'm like, who wrote that? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, you literally have no idea who wrote that. She's like, well, I don't know who Paul Check is. I'm like, okay, well, that's like a credible source. Like, I at least know like of Paul Check, and that's where I'm getting my information from. You literally have no idea where you're getting your information from. It's just random on the internet, and it could be anything. I could probably find cigarettes are good for you on the internet.
Or you could probably find water's bad for you.
You shouldn't drink
or
water.
Spinach is bad for you.
It was just so frustrating. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like me and my mom are getting along better because I'm calling her out on some stuff.
That's good.
I'm like, Mom, you can't just that you can't read an article and have no background on it and just tell me that alkaline water is pointless to buy. Which I read stuff from Paul Check about water and stuff, and I'm like, I've drank alkaline water and I've not drank, and I've drank regular water. And I'm like, I feel better drinking that water, and I'm just gonna go off of that, whether it's me making that up in my head and I feel better, or I don't know. Dude, it was so frustrating though.
Look at Paul though. Everything I learned, like I was watching another video about this nutritionist, food scientist, and he's fat and unhealthy looking. I'm like, okay, am I going to listen to that guy? Or am I going to listen to Paul, who's fucking fit, dude? Does mushrooms, very intelligent. Like I want to look like that guy. I want to talk like that guy. He like talks clearly. And then the other guy who's just unhealthy, or nutritionists who are just fat and unhealthy. It's like, well, that's just a theory then, because you're not even doing it.
Yeah, seriously.
But like someone like Paul, it's easy to listen to him, and he backs all his information up.
But we got asked when we're gonna do an interview with him.
Oh yeah.
Original.
I've been like emailing Paul and his wife, and they're wanting to do it in December. I don't think we can. Maybe end of December. or
New
beginning
Year's trip.
beginning of January. Yeah,
I don't know.
but soon, 100% soon. At El Jefe 6. I'm an amateur fighter looking for a gym to expand my growth. Would you guys welcome me?
See, the thing about that is like when you're more than welcome to come to the lab. We have no really control on who gets on the team. You can definitely come to the lab and train as an amateur. You'd have to talk to Crouch and figure out that, but you know what I mean. You got to kind of just go.
Yeah, that's the thing. The lab's open to anyone, but we're not gonna come there and just baby you and then give you money and give you this. You're gonna have to get a job, save your money for a membership. If it's really worth it to you, then you'll get a job, save for a year, have a big chunk of money, come work your ass off at the amateur classes, go to every single fucking amateur class, impress the coaches. Once you impress the coaches, then the coaches will invite you on the fight team. Once you get on the fight team, you're going to come in and just get your fucking ass whooped. Everyone's going to beat on you. They're going to see how tough you are, and they're going to see if you're coming back. So, yeah, anyone who wants to be a fighter is welcome. But that's the steps it's going to take.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not easy.
Or fun.
It's not like, oh, I'm going to go and be a fighter. I'm going to get to post picks. Like, no, you're going to come. You're going to get leg kicks by Benson. If you make it on the fight team, you got to get invited on the fight team. But, yeah, anyone can do it. Save money, buy a membership, work your ass off, get invited on the fight team, and tough it out.
We're not going to. But, yeah, we'll be your friend. You know what I mean?
100%.
We'll say, hey, what's up? It's not like we're going to,
Yeah, if you come and ask for some advice, 100% we'll give it to you. At Drew, yeah, back to that, though. It's going to be tough. And if it wasn't tough, then everyone would be doing it.
Exactly. Fuck, I want to train, dude. It's driving me crazy.
Dude, did you see the picture I posted the other day? There was 5 black belts and another brown belt. Those were all the people there. 5 black belts and Kyler.
God damn.
Man, we had some fucking good training, dude. It feels so good. At Drew_Saucedo. Best jiu-jitsu gyms in Phoenix. There's a ton. Like, the lab's awesome jiu-jitsu. I think, for me, if I was to go anywhere, I'd go to, like, Taquino's. He's one of the best jiu-jitsu guys on the planet. If you come train jiu-jitsu with me, I don't have a ton of students, so I'll be able to spend a lot of time with you and really help you grow.
Yeah, I think if you're just starting out, white, blue belt, your gym's gonna be the best. There's not a ton of people, and everyone, there's a good group of people, and they're all learning and getting good fast.
Yeah, for sure. So some gyms that are really good gyms, you'll go there, and there'll be 50 people on the mat. So maybe the coach comes and says one thing to you, and then moves on. But I'll be able to spend a little more time with you guys if you come to Gents and train jiu-jitsu. At Luke M.O. At Luke Maltz. Any bread or carb substitutes? Yeah, Ezekiel bread. I don't know. Sprouted grains. You digest them easier.
Fucking love me a bagel.
Man, those organic bagels are fucking good. I just don't know how good they are for you.
I don't know either, but I like them.
I don't know. Why are you cutting out carbs? You don't have to cut out carbs.
Train harder.
Yeah, train hard and you can eat your carbs. At Sam Greason, who you got, Holloway or Ortega?
That's a good fight. We always say this, but we hate picking fights. I don't know. I can't see that fight going one way or the other, really.
I can see Max beating him.
Outboxing him, outstriking him?
Just outstriking him.
Yeah. But, dude, one shot. It's just fucked up. Fighting's so
yeah,
fucked
exactly. Like, you don't know, like, Max, how bad these concussions are and how bad his brain damage is. He cuts a fuckload of weight, and obviously the wrong way. So, for sure, it could be anyone's fight that night. But from past fights, if I had to guess, you can't bet against Max.
Yeah.
That's what I think. At McNasty 2 points. Do you travel for seminars? Would be sweet to have you guys in Vancouver.
I guess we just haven't really taken the steps to go put on seminars. If any gyms are listening, message us and we could talk about it. But we haven't really. We've gotten a bunch of people asking us about seminars. We just haven't taken the steps to. We're not super busy, but we like being here. So for
Yeah.
us to leave and go do a seminar would, we'd have to get paid and
Yeah.
get a hotel, treated what right, but I don't know. It's definitely something that's gonna be happening here in the future.
Yeah, some weekends when we're open, we'd for sure do them. But just like Sean said, we like to be here, building ourselves, building up the shit we're wanting to do. But 100%, we would do seminars. At Sean Murphy, 1998. Favorite MMA knockout. Sending love from England.
Favorite MMA knockout.
Dude, it's got to be yours with Dave Nuzzo. You
That
can't
was
beat that
fucking
knockout.
sweet.
You kicked him, spun, and dropped
We were
him.
literally Saturday on the wall, the Saturday before, drilling that. I remember.
Yeah.
Head kick to a spin kick. That was fucking.
You can't beat that knockout. I'm trying to think of another one that's sweet.
And he just went. Ooh. Edson Barbosa's knockout, that spinning one, was fucking gnarly.
See, but yours was way more skills. You just jump and spin and fucking it was there.
Yeah. That was sweet. Nuzzo.
Yeah, probably the Nuzzo one. At Sterling_Mills. What's the best daily routine you've incorporated in your life and why?
Best daily. I feel like I've been just like doing so many different things. Right
Just
now,
one,
I'm
though.
reading in the morning, reading the Daily Stoics book every morning. I really like that.
Yeah.
That's been pretty.
I think just the meditation.
Not waking up and looking at my phone right away.
Yeah.
That's been huge. And if I got a text this morning and I know either my manager talking about going to wherever I'm going, or my other sponsor asking if I'm going there, or my lawyer. So I'm like, I gotta look, but I
Then your
looked and I
brain
was just
just
like, I'm like, no, I looked and I'm like, okay, I need to meditate because I like to meditate when I first wake up because my brain's not racing with all these thoughts.
Yeah.
It's way harder to meditate after looking at Instagram. Then you're thinking about that. It's easier to just kind of let the mind be like nothing before looking at everything. So not looking at my phone first thing in the morning has been nice.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing for me. Like putting my phone down before bed. Like I used to always, Mariah would go to bed. I'm like, I don't want to go to bed. So I'd pick up my phone and I'd scroll 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 and I'd scroll. And I stopped doing that for a few months now. It's way better.
Yeah.
Way better. Even if you think like your subconscious thoughts are going and going and going and going about all that bullshit you're looking at.
I know. It sucks like because when Danny doesn't stay there, when Danny's with me, it's way easier to not look at my phone.
Yeah.
When Danny's gone, I'm like, it's like hard not to. I'm like,
Yeah.
But I always think, just be bored. Just do
Yeah,
it. Try
like
to
we
be
heard.
bored. And I've been trying that lately, but it's just so easy to get sucked on that phone.
Yeah.
It's like,
if I was by myself, it'd be a little
it's
different,
hard.
for
And
sure.
it's like kind of late. I'm like not that tired. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, because I watch something on YouTube or something, and I want to send it to you or some of my other friends. I want to send it. I'm like, well, I got to go in the kitchen and get my phone.
I
I'm like,
know.
well, fuck it. If it's that important, I'll remember it
Then
tomorrow.
you get lost in it. It's nuts.
Yeah. So I think putting my phone down at night and then having that meditation. Download the Waking Up app and try it. You won't regret it.
Unless you drop your phone on your foot while you're downloading it.
Yeah, and you'll
That would
regret
hurt.
that.
It'd regret
At
that.
Clemez, how often do you guys train injured? I can't go a week without hurting something.
One thing I am excited about to come back to, I have no injuries. Once this is healed, my foot's good. That'll be the first. Like, I'll probably be able to train for like 3 days, and then be like, okay, I'm hurting somewhere.
Oh yeah.
But right now, I don't have any injuries besides this hip surgery I'm recovering from. Like other than that, which is fucking so weird.
Yeah.
Because even like after my foot was still hurting. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh, my foot's just fixed. So I haven't not been injured, and I don't remember when.
Yeah, sometimes you injure those things, and then you get your hands get a break. All your joints get a break from all that impact, constant impact every day that we have. So you get surgery, and all those joints get a break.
I know my body's like, dude, we could just keep chilling. But my mind's like, nah.
But just like I said earlier, like this sport's rough. You're going to have injuries no matter what. You got to just work around them. You got to do what you can. If you're injured, if your left elbow's injured, you go throw right hands, go throw kicks. If something else is injured, then watch it. Or you got to work around it, because if every time you're injured you don't train, you're going to never be training.
True.
For sure. That's it for fan questions.
How long has that been? What's that?
What do we
That's good. What do you think?
Yeah, that's perfect, I think. We will see you next week. my people.
Yeah, we're gonna do Tuesdays at 1 o'clock for the Twitch live, and then we'll see if we can get on YouTube live too.
Hell yeah. Peace.